All right, what's good, y'all? What's good? I'm gonna shout a couple people out in the chat real quick before we get started. We're gonna let 50 people get in here. I know a lot of people been waiting on this one. I see a lot of 1,000 subs and no videos challenges. What's up, man? What's up, man? What's up? Space out. Landry Bauman said HTTR. Let's get it popping. What's up, man? LA Girola. What's up, man? I know that's one of your guys.
Yeah, that's my man, LA.
That's one of your guys. He said Fisk unit in the building, baby. Fisk remind this guy how pathetic the Redskins are and why Danny Fumbles will wipe his you-know-what with them next year twice.
Why he inserted the fumble part. Okay.
He's also Cam Newton will win more games than Brady.
That's a fact.
That's a tough one about Cam and Brady, but Danny, yeah, you already know Chase Young is here, so that's not happening this year coming up. If we have football, which I think we will, but Tom and Cam, I got Cam going 8-8. I got Tom Brady and I'm going like 9-7. That's my prediction for both teams this year.
Man, me personally, I don't think the Bucs can win more than 8 games. I put it to you like this, Ed. Let me put my phone down because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm trying to turn my backlight on my keyboard and I don't know how. So I feel like an idiot right now. But besides that, listen, the Patriots are favored to win the division. So how can you bet against a team that's favored to win the division versus a team that's second at best in the division because the Saints are going to win the South? So you can't say a team that's not even going to win the division is going to be better than a team that's favored to win the division. It's like levels.
Oh, yeah.
Because think about it like this, right? The Patriots, they're going to win the division, which means they're going to the playoffs. Bucs ain't winning the division over the Saints, so the Bucs ain't guaranteed to go to the playoffs.
The Bills, since they got Stephon Diggs, I might put them over the Patriots just because they got Stephon, they got Cole Beasley, they still Frank Gore's old as crap, but they got the other running back. His name is I forget, Singletary. They got him, he's pretty good, and John Brown. So I actually got the Bills coming out of the AFC East.
How they gonna win with Dwayne Haskins with wheels? They got white Dwayne Haskins over there, quarterback. How they gonna win? How the Bills gonna win with the white Dwayne Haskins, man? Come on, man. I'm not with it.
Well, Dwayne's gonna be better than Josh Allen, but they got Stephon. I mean, if you got Diggs and John Brown and Cole Beasley, and you got Dawson Knox, and you got a good defense, then you should at least go 10. You play the Dolphins twice, so that's 2 wins right there. And then you play the Jets with Darnold, so they're gonna win at least one of those.
Come on, Ed. So, the Bills ain't been nice 2 straight years ever. Nobody in that division besides the Patriots is ever nice for 2 straight seasons, man.
Yeah, but they got my guy Diggs, man. That's a big help. Shout out to one guy. He said Daniel Jones stinks. Hashtag HTTR. Thank you for the donation.
Oh my gosh, HTT, whatever.
Yes,
yeah. Shout out to Johnny. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Johnny. Shout out to my man LA. We got some Fisk unit soldiers up in here too, man. But listen, what I'm trying to say is this. Diggs was complaining about Cousins. How you think he gonna feel when Josh Allen overthrow the ball by like 8 yards when he wide open?
No, I get that. Yeah, Josh Allen was terrible in that game against the Texans, but the thing is, when you got Cole Beasley, you got all that speed, and then the defense is good. They got Tre'Davious White. They got a good defensive line. So the Bills are set up to succeed. They definitely set them up to succeed.
I think they're smelling themselves. This is the year they get humbled. They'll be better next year. This year coming up, this is their humility year. This is the year they get humbled. We haven't arrived. We're reading our own press clippings. We think we nice, and they about to get humbled.
Zach Schmidt, thank you for the donation. He said, "Fisk, this is for baby. Cowboys are sweeping the Redskins this year." So is Zach Schmidt? I think that's one of your guys.
That's another one of my soldiers.
Is he a Giants fan or what kind of?
Nah, Zach a Cowboy fan.
Oh, okay. So
that's why he's clowning he's clowning your Redskins. He a Cowboy fan.
I see the cowgirl bias in there. I see you, Zach. I see you. Yeah, you got a lot of people in here. LA Girola, thank you for the donation again. He said Haskins can't look good throwing the AB and TO. Hey, he threw them dimes. He threw real dimes. All right, shout out to Bad Dog. Shout out to Andrew Oliveros. And then we're gonna get started. We got 80 people in here. Shout out to my man's Pedro Smith too.
Hey, yo, what up, Bad Dog? You know, I'm repping Big Blue right now, man. You already know, man. You already know. I'm going to give him the business, Bad Dog. You ain't even got to worry about it, man. Making fun of the Redskins is my pleasure.
So yeah, we got one of my guys, the Juice Alert. That's my guy. Make sure you
here
got
we go, Juice. Here we
Make
go.
sure you got some of him. I know he's been waiting for this one. I know he's loving this one. He said Fisk really thinks Giants will make the playoffs. Has his future top 10 quarterback, skins on the rise, and he got to stop hating on my guy Aaron Rodgers. Real talk. That's something we're gonna talk about. We're gonna get to that tonight. We're gonna get to that.
He said he'd be top 10. How you gonna be a top 10 quarterback from the bench?
He's definitely starting. Look at the workouts. He's just putting the work in. So let's get it started. So the first question I wanted to ask you is, what do you think about your 2020 Giants coming up? What was your record prediction? Because I didn't get to really hear.
I said 11-5 at best, 8-8 at worst, 10-6 if I had to pick one.
Mm-hmm.
So what'll end up happening is this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a firm believer in quarterbacks make the world go round. If you have a quarterback who's that good, you should win at least 8 games.
Mm-hmm.
So Daniel Jones, 4 years starting, put on 10 pounds. He out there looking like Vegeta right now. He got Darius Slayton in his second year. Darius Slayton and Daniel Jones, a second only behind T.Y. Hilton and Andrew Luck for rookie quarterback touchdown handles. They'll be better. We got a great offensive coordinator and Jason Garrett. He knows what he's doing. Joe Judge is a great dude. He knows what he's doing. He's going to bring a tough mentality to the team. He's going to hold everybody accountable. And most importantly, our secondary is the best in the division. It's airtight. 2 monster safeties, 2 great corners. We'll be fine. The Giants are going to shock a lot of people.
I hope you're not talking about DeAndre Baker.
DeAndre Baker's a stud when he was in man coverage. It was just it was just early in the year when he was in zone, he was looking stupid. But man coverage, he was fine.
Did he even know the playbook?
That ain't important. You don't need to know the playbook if you in man.
Come on now. Y'all was trying. He might not even play a game this year. So.
I agree. I would have agreed with you until people started recanting their statements. Like last week, 2 more people said he wasn't even there. He ain't robbed nobody. He never pulled out a gun. So as far as I'm concerned, he's already innocent to me because there's too many people recanted their statements to prove him guilty. So it'll never stick in a court of law because too many people have already recanted their statements.
Okay.
So, as far as
yeah. Sorry to cut you off, but Danny looking like Vegeta. He looks more like a old science teacher. That's the kind of build he look. I don't know about looking like Vegeta.
Daniel Jones out here looking like he taking steroids, bro. Daniel Jones can bench press your linebacking core. Complain with him.
Nah, he looked like an old science teacher. He looked like old Jim Carrey back in the day because you like to call Dwayne Troy Ave.
Oh,
Danny looked like old school Jim Carrey. That's how he looked.
Ed out here with the jokes.
Yeah, we getting it started, man. We getting it started.
All right, when Troy Ave out there throwing bricks, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. When Kyle Allen is starting week 1 of October, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah, hey, we seen Colt McCoy. Colt McCoy might surprise you. Danny keep fumbling. Danny go out there and fumble 3 times a game like he did almost last year, and then Colt McCoy might sneak up on him. I'm telling you.
I'm glad you brought up the fumbling because you always talk about Chase Young like we ain't get the best offensive lineman in the draft. Like Andrew Thomas is gonna cut his fumbles in half by himself.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Nah, Andrew Thomas, and I know you love bringing up the high school video from 20 years ago. I get
to the ground.
I know you love bringing that up, but it's been 10 years. And if you look at Chase, and the muscle he put on, Danny's gonna be real scared out there.
And he's still undersized.
Shout out to the Redskins, Bay 12, man, for the donation. Nah, Predator's coming for you. I'm telling you, Predator. So you said,
calling him now? You're calling him the Predator?
Oh, that's what everybody calls him.
We got my man Arnold Schwarzenegger. All right, he ain't gonna let that happen. We saw how the Predator ended.
All right, so you say 8-8 at worst, right?
That's the floor. 8-8 is the floor.
8-8 at worst. So I remember in one of your videos you said if the Giants don't go, if Danny doesn't win 8 games,
get rid of him.
Okay.
If Daniel Jones don't win 8 games this year, get rid of him.
Okay. And you would try to get Trevor Lawrence.
Whoever's next up. Get rid of him, fire Gettleman, fire Joe Judge, clean slate. They can't win 8. They can't win 8 games with the amount of money they spent this offseason and the crap that they addressed it in this draft and this sorry division that we in. Get rid of them because as far as I'm concerned, The Redskins, no disrespect, y'all are a sweep. The Eagles, for as much crap as they talk, won 9 games last year. The Cowboys, as much crap as they talk, won 8 games last year. Not trying to hear it. If we can't win 8 games with this kid, he's not the guy. Joe Judge ain't the coach. Gettleman failed. Get out of here. Anything less than 8 games, I'm firing everybody.
Okay, so who are y'all beating other than us?
Okay.
I mean, who you have beaten in the NFC East or outside the NFC East?
So we split with Dallas, we split with Philly, we sweep y'all. That's 4. So that's 4 wins, right? We're beating the Bengals. That's 5. Let me pull the schedule up. We're beating the Browns at home as well, so that's 6. So we're already at 6. I do think we beat Steelers opening night, so you can go in and put that at 7.
Nah. Okay.
Giants 2020 schedule. Let me see.
So you're getting blown out by the Ravens. You're getting blown out by the Niners.
We ain't getting blown out by nobody. We're beating we'll beat the 49ers as well. That's another one we'll win.
49ers, really?
We'll beat the 49ers.
Is it at home? What'd you say?
We got a better quarterback.
I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one.
All right, Ed, here we go. So check this out. This is me, and I'm being honest with you. I want everybody to know I am not capping. Everything I say, I firmly believe.
And you're a betting man, so you know.
Yeah, I'm a betting man too.
You're a betting man, so
the over 6 was pounded months ago. So because that they put our over under 6 that got pounded months ago. So check this out. We're beating the Steelers. We're home, better quarterback. We're beating the Bears. We got the better quarterback. I don't care who they start. We're home versus the 49ers. We're beating them. We got the better quarterback. At the Rams, we may have the better quarterback, but I think after we beat the 49ers, I feel like that's a letdown game. At Dallas, that's a loss. Home for the Redskins, that's a win. At Philly, that's a loss. Home for Tampa Bay, that'll be a win. Home for Tampa Bay is a win.
Y'all beating Tom Brady?
Yes. That corpse? Come on, stop.
Y'all playing in New York?
Yeah, we got him in New York.
Nah, yeah.
At Redskins, that's another win. Home for the Eagles, that's a win. At the Bengals is a win. At Seattle was a loss. But then again, there's not going to be fans in the stands, so anything can happen. Home for Kyler Murray, that's a win. Home for Baker Mayfield is a win. At Lamar is a loss. Home for Dallas, that's a win. So realistically speaking, we'll lose to the Ravens. We'll lose to the Seahawks. We're splitting with we'll split with the Eagles and the Cowboys. And then we'll lose to either the 49ers or the Rams. That's 5 losses. So now you know why I say if we can't win 8, fire everybody.
Nah, I think y'all beat the Bengals, but you'll probably lose to the Niners. That might get ugly. The Niners can get ugly. The Buccaneers might get ugly too. You're gonna lose to us. We're gonna split. You're gonna get swept by the Eagles. So I see like 6-10, really. I mean, because there's just no way. There's no way.
Okay, let's put this in context, Ed. Before you begin, I don't want to cut you off, but let's put this in context. Eli is gone. He's gone. We have a quarterback now. See, you when you talk of the Giants, you talk as if we don't have a quarterback, and we have a head coach. The doofus and Shermer is gone, and the idiot in McAdoo is gone. So what I'm trying to tell you is, when you combine a great quarterback with a good head coach, keep that in context. Like, keep it in context. This is not Eli Manning. One game he's good, the next 2 games he's trash Giants no more. This put it in context. We got a great quarterback, potential head coach, best running back in the league, one of the best lines in the league. This team is a whole lot better than you think. Like,
one of the best offensive lines in the league.
Oh yeah, we're definitely top 5. You can't name 5 lines better than the Giants
because of Andrew Thompson. That's it. Y'all wanted Nate Solder up out of there last year.
But when you put him on the right side, it's not as bad. So peep game, right? So you put.
Y'all don't have a center.
That's the only flaw in the line, though. Other than center, we're flawless.
No,
if Nate Solder plays average, I'm not saying great, Ed. I'm not asking for 2016 Nate Solder that was protecting Tom Brady. I'm not asking for that. If he plays average, Ed, peep game, he plays average, and Andrew Thomas lives up the building, we still got the best guard tandem in the league. No other NFL team has 2 guards as good as us. Quentin Nelson, is he better than everybody on our line? Yes, but that's only one guard. So there's teams with a better individual guard like DeCastro in Pittsburgh. He's better than our guards, but that's only one. But if you add Zeitler and Hernandez together, it's one of the biggest, probably the best guard tandem in the league. All Andrew Thomas got to do is live up the building. We're fine. Daniel Jones is the greatest thing smoking. Y'all just ain't seen it yet. You seen the flashes, but you ain't seen it yet. I'm telling you, seen the flashes. Darius Slayton, this kid is going to emerge as a number one. Sterling Shepard is perfect as a number two. I don't care if we got Evan Ingram or not because Caden Smith played better than me. I'm telling you, the team is good. And I bury this team more than anybody. Giants fans have called me a fake fan. Y'all wonder why I go to Saints fans for love. Why I go to Ravens fans, because I want to be loved too. Because Giants fans hate me because I'm always burying the team. So now when I'm bigging up the team because I finally have faith in the team, now I'm delusional. But I'm trying to tell you, this team is good. They're good.
I don't see it, man. Y'all had one of the worst offensive lines last year. Your pass rush was awful, abysmal. Your secondary was bad. Wide receivers were hurt. Evan Ingram injury prone, and Bad Dog he said he wished he had your confidence. So, and that's coming from another Giants fan. Now I see maybe in a few years you might be 9-7 or something like that, but this year coming up is most likely another 6-10 season. I don't see y'all beating the Niners or nobody like that right now. So I mean, but yeah, no, it's good to be optimistic though. I understand that. So I mean, what do you feel when Nick Wright says your team was going to go 2-14 and Brandon Marshall bashes the organization?
First of all, Brandon Marshall is just mad because he got cut by the Giants. That's number one. Number two, Nick Wright, he's a non-believer. Look, I'm gonna forgive you for what you don't know. Listen, I'm gonna forgive Nick for what he doesn't know. I'm gonna forgive Marshall for what he does not know. Which I don't understand is how great our quarterback is. See, this is what this is the flaw in Bad Dog's logic as well. See, he doesn't understand how great of a quarterback we have, because if he did, he would be on my side of the situation. Bad Dog, if you're still in here, isn't completely sold that Daniel Jones is that great. See, me, DJ's already in my top 10. I think he's the best quarterback in our division already. So what's going to end up happening is the confidence you have in your team is based on one or two things, Ed. If you either pin all your hopes and beliefs in your quarterback, a la the Packers, a la the Mahomes, you know what I'm saying? Or you have a defense, the Bears, the Ravens, the Steelers. The Steelers are banging heavy on their defense. You either got to have one or two things. You either have to have a quarterback. What's the difference between this year's Bucks and last year's Bucks? This year Bucks gets Tom Brady, they can win the Super Bowl. You get what I'm saying? So you either pin your hopes and beliefs in a defense or you pin your hopes and beliefs in a quarterback. My Giants have a quarterback. Nobody wants to believe in him. You understand that Daniel Jones with 24-12 last year, those numbers will get Joe Burrow Rookie of the Year. Those numbers will get what's the guy in LA with the long hair?
But 18 fumbles ain't it though. That's you're not going to get any awards doing that. That's way too many turnovers.
Wait, he only lost 11 though, right?
But it's still fumbling football, and I remember.
But Ed, he lost 11, so he lost 11 fumbles. He threw 12 picks. That's 24 turnovers. Peyton Manning had 28 interceptions alone his rookie year, and played all 16. So what are we talking about? Turnovers are turnover. It's a fumble or interception. Peyton Manning had 28 his rookie year. Andrew Luck threw like 25 his rookie season. Interceptions alone. Nobody bashed Andrew Luck.
But Danny,
rookie numbers. Go ahead, Ed. I want to pull up Andrew Luck numbers.
Okay. Yeah, pull them up. Pull up Peyton too. Danny did go 2-9 last year. So it's not a lot to hang your hat on from a winning standpoint. Now Danny showed some guts. I'll say that, getting hit that much, but you can't fumble 18 times and be, considered one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now. Shout out to Hakeem Delph. Thank you for the donation. He said Giants had a lot of distractions this offseason with guys bringing the law. Yeah. Yeah, Fisk, I don't know if you want to talk about that, but yeah, I mean, Aldridge.
Yeah, we both bad in that area. We can skip that. We both bad in that area.
Now, we did pick up your guy, Cody Latimer. Now, his allegations, he said, something happened to his child, so I respect him. Aldrin Rosas, he got in a DUI, hit somebody, ran off. I think it was
I
like
think we should cut him.
You should cut him.
Yeah.
How about Baker?
Baker, now that people are recanting their statements, it's possible all he got to do is serve whatever suspension Goodell's going to give him, and then he can play. Because Goodell's going to suspend him. There's no way Goodell's not going to suspend him. So,
okay,
I'll keep Baker.
Okay.
But I got Andrew Luck numbers.
Okay. Well, his rookie season
year. Andrew Luck went 23 and 18. And I'm trying to find his fumbles because I'm on my phone. I'm trying to find the fumbling. So he fumbled. He fumbled 10 times. Okay, so Andrew Luck, his rookie year, had 10 fumbles, 5 lost, and he had 18 interceptions. So he had 23 total turnovers. So Andrew Luck was 23 and 23. Daniel Jones is what? 11 plus 12. He was 24 and 23. So what are we talking about? So Daniel Jones in 12 games threw more touchdowns than Luck did his entire rookie season.
Yeah, this sophomore slumps, but the 18 fumbles jumps out at you, man. You can't turn over the ball like that much. And I understand a lot of, we can go game by game and look at Danny's games. A lot of his touchdowns came in about 3 touchdowns. What'd you say?
You don't want to do that as a Redskins fan. You don't want to do that.
Oh no, we can definitely go down that alley too. We can definitely go down that alley.
Because my guy had like 4 touchdown performances that were all-time rookie great. Your guy never threw 3 in a game.
He had 3. I mean, yeah, the game that he was going to do it, you guys put a bounty on him.
We put a bounty on him. With no problems we got on our team, we put a bounty on him.
Yeah, because he was like, y'all up. He put 5 TD. He's going to put 5 to 6 touchdowns on y'all before he got hurt. Your guy, once again, L.A. Girola, thank you for the donation. He said if Haskins had Daniel Jones' number last year,
he would have
been rookie of the year. Biased to me. If he had, well, are you counting the fumbles? That's a big
even
thing.
With the fumbles, he would have won rookie of the year. Because even with the fumbles, he would have won it. Because here's the thing, Ed, nobody liked Daniel Jones. They like Haskins. Haskins came from Ohio State. A lot of the pundits, the writers who vote for the award, Ed, they hated Daniel Jones. They didn't think he deserved to be the 6th pick. Because put it this way, Ed, forget I'm a Giants fan. Forget Daniel Jones is a Giant. Pretend he was a Steeler or something like that, right? Kyler Murray's numbers did not warrant that rookie of the year. Kyler Murray had worse numbers than Daniel Jones and played more games and was on a better team. Daniel Jones had the worst line in the league. He had the worst receiving core in the league. At least that dude had Fitzgerald. Saquon missed, 6-7 games? He had Kenyon Drake and David Johnson. He had Christian Kirk all year. He had all of the pieces that Kyler Murray was supposed to have last year, Ed. He had them, and he underperformed. I thought he was supposed to be Lamar Jackson with an arm. Daniel Jones looked faster than him last year. He didn't run. So I'm just saying, Ed, if you just forget Daniel Jones was a Giant, forget he's a Giant. Look at the numbers and don't give me the records either because he picked 2 picks behind us. He lost 2. So you can't you can't bring in the records because if you want to talk about records, then we got to give it to Gardner Minshew. So at the end of the day, I'm just saying, if you just look at the numbers and look at the performances, name one game that Kyler Murray, Gardner Minshew, Dwayne Haskins had that's better than any of those 4 touchdown performances that Daniel Jones had. Name one.
Kyler Murray, he won against y'all. I know that.
I said performance. Name a performance. If we was voting on the Heisman, we would be talking about performances, right?
Yeah.
So name a performance that was better than his 18-point comeback at Tampa Bay when he had 4 touchdowns, 2 in the air, 2 on the ground. Name a performance from your boy Haskins, Kyler Murray, or Minshew that was better than his comeback at Tampa Bay.
Haskins had a good game against the Eagles. That one game against the Buccaneers is the one that y'all hanging y'all hats on right now. But yeah, Haskins had a good game. Kyler Murray had a few good games. He put a good season together. He led his team to more wins than what Daniel Jones did, and he didn't turn the ball over as much. You can't turn the ball over 18 times like that. You can't and throw picks. You can't do that.
I'm confused because he's a rookie. You holding him to 10-year guy standards. Most rookies turn the ball over.
Oh yeah,
most rookies turn the ball over.
Rookies turn the ball over, but at that rate, that's.
But it's not a lot of turnovers, Ed. It's 23 turnovers. That's normal for a rookie. Andrew Luck threw 18 picks, had five fumbles. Nobody said a word. He had 23 turnovers. So Daniel Jones has 23 turnovers. Andrew Luck has 23 turnovers. Did you bash Andrew Luck?
Andrew Luck had a good season. But RG3 won Rookie of the Year that year. RG3 wasn't turning over the football.
And that's the last time the Redskins been relevant.
2015, we went to the playoffs. We had a good year.
Oh, with Captain Kirk, who y'all ain't even want to pay.
Hey man, it is what it is. You know, he moved on. You know, it is what it is. The same thing is probably going to happen to Dak Prescott. He's probably going to be okay. He's going to get the same Kirk Cousins treatment that Kirk got. He's about to get franchise tagged again next season.
So Ed, let me ask you a question because you've asked me a couple questions. Let me get a question off to you, if I may. Is this your show? So I'm gonna ask for permission. Is this your show? You know what I'm saying? So I got permission to ask Ed a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Ed. Let me ask you a question. Why are you high on Haskins when this man went 7-7 and 7 starts? I just want to know what game, what throw, what play gave you permission to be happy for this guy. I want to know.
Well, if you actually look at the starts and now when he's throwing in the second half under one of the worst coaches I've ever seen in Jay Gruden, then you look what he did against the Eagles. He won Rookie of the Week. He had 261 yards, 2 touchdowns, had a nice 26-yard run under offense with Kevin O'Connell that actually ran plays that tailored to Dwayne Haskins' game, and then the game against you guys where he started off the game 11 for 11. You know, threw 2 touchdowns, and then, like I said, you put the bounty on him. He played well. So those games showed enough. He threw 7 touchdowns, 3 picks when he actually started. And I want to say he started, 7 and 9 games? So when he finally got a chance to start and they tailored to his game, that's when he showed more promise. And he had that running clock in his head. He made quicker decisions. He got good chemistry with Terry McLaurin, Steven Sims, and he was doing his thing out there. So that's what shows promise for me with Dwayne Haskins. So he shows some things. I mean, he got Rookie of the Week. He beat out your boy for Rookie of the Week. So I mean, he shows some promise towards the end of the year.
So Ed, we just gonna disregard that 17, the 9 for 17, 3 interceptions he had versus the Giants. We're gonna disregard that.
See, the thing is, that's all y'all think about. Y'all are happy. See, that's with that Buccaneers game. Y'all hang your head on that one game. Y'all just think about one game.
3 more performances better than the Buccaneer one, though.
Well, if you want to count, you can count the Redskins game. It was against a third.
What about the Jets? Threw 4 touchdowns, no interceptions with the Jets.
The Jets, yeah, that was a decent game. I did see Jamal Adams. He ripped the ball out of Danny Fumble's hands and took it to the house. I did see that, but I did see him. He had a decent game. Turn over the ball.
4 touchdowns versus the Lions.
Lions. I give you. He had 3 or 4 good games. Everything else is really pedestrian. If you look
let me ask you a question, Ed. If the Lions are so trash, why did your quarterback not throw a touchdown and had 156 yards in that game?
He didn't have the best statistical game, but he stepped up and set up the winning drive. He had a game-winning drive in that game, so he did do that, and he was still learning the game.
Yeah.
But that one game,
29, you're gonna condone that, right? So you're gonna condone 13 for 29, 156 yards and an interception. We calling that win good?
Well, he got a W. That's all that matters. Sometimes it's ugly. Like you love your boy Peyton Manning when he went 9 touchdowns, 17 picks with the Broncos and won that Super Bowl. You know, that's what you gotta do. You just gotta win games. So Haskins stepped up big as a rookie, led his team down, had a nice scramble, set up the game-winning drive, and he stepped up and won that game.
And took a selfie instead of taking the game-winning kneel down. He decided to go take a selfie, but that's none of my business.
Yeah, he learned from that. He apologized. I was a little mad at him after that, but he did take it like a man. He grew up, and he's ready to go. I'm telling you.
So let's talk about the Jets, though, because my boy Danny Dimes threw 4 touchdowns on the Jets. Now, your boy Troy Ave went 19 for 35, 214 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. And he had 2 fumbles. He got them both back, but he did put the ball on the ground 2 times since you love to bring up fumbles. So why was he so bad versus the Jets?
So he had 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, right?
2 touchdowns, 1 pick.
2 touchdowns. So he finished the ratio on a high note. So he had a good game. So what was up with Danny against the Packers? He went 20 for 30.
He got hurt.
1 touchdown. So he threw 3 picks before he got hurt, though. 1 touchdown, 3 picks. That's a terrible ratio. He probably fumbled a couple times in that game too. I can probably bet that.
Okay.
But the funny thing is, I do want to read after the Buccaneers game. So you guys were riding an emotional high, smoking your reefer, going crazy after y'all beat the Buccaneers. So y'all play Minnesota. He goes 21 for 38, 182 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. You play New England, which is a good team. I'll give you that. 15 for 31, 161 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 picks. And
Wait,
then,
can I say something about the New England game?
Yeah, go ahead.
He was the first quarterback to throw a touchdown on the New England all year long. That touchdown he threw to Golden Tate was the first passing touchdown the Patriots gave up all year long. Now, I just want to put that in context. Now, go ahead.
Yeah, if you want a cookie for that, that's cool. But he did throw 1 touchdown, 3 picks. In the game that he played against us, 23 for 31, 225 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. So he went on a bad string. Arizona 22, yeah, he went on a bad string after that game. So he really got humbled in the league. So Danny went through his bad spots. I think he really had 4 good games. The games you talk about, the Buccaneers, Arizona, everything else was pretty bad, was pretty pedestrian.
But hold on. Let me counter that right quick. As bad as pedestrian as you say them starts is, unlike Dwayne Haskins, Daniel Jones never win a game without throwing a touchdown. Your guy has 5 games. He showed up in 9 games. In 5 of them, he failed to throw a touchdown.
Are you counting the starts?
Okay, so let's do the starts. He starts 7 games, and 3 of them he didn't throw a touchdown. So Daniel Jones played 12 and threw a touchdown every game.
3 out of 7 ain't that bad. He threw 4, so he threw touchdowns in more games than not. So it's really not that bad.
He got 1 game, Ed. Name 1 game he threw for 300 yards. Name 1 game he threw for 3 touchdowns. Name 1 great game, not a good game, not some I had a 26-yard scramble, so we squeaked by and won. Name a great performance that we'll talk about years from now. Name a RG3-esque performance in Dwayne Haskins' rookie year. Name something to brag about, Ed.
I like how he went 11 for 11 against y'all when he started out. I like that. He had basically a perfect passer rating before he got injured. Like I said, before y'all put that bounty on him, he had a perfect passer rating.
Ooh, we don't got players good enough to execute a bounty, bro. I can see if we say a straight head to tuck out there something. Like, all right,
you got DeAndre Baker shooting people up, robbing people. So you got somebody ready to do the dirty work. You got somebody ready. You got DeAndre. You got Alger. Well, never mind. He a kicker, but y'all got somebody.
You out here bugging.
Yeah,
from a bounty. Hold on a second. All right, hold on.
Yeah, take that sprint call right there. But I'll get to these comments real quick, man.
I'm coming there.
You back?
All right. I'm about to go. I gotta get my Chick-fil-A at the door.
He gotta take a break. You gotta take a break.
Yeah, I'll be back in like 90 seconds.
All right, bet. Potato, shout out to Potato. You said Haskins has a better win percentage as a starter. Yes, sir. You already know it. You already know that. Let's see what else y'all saying. Shout out to my man's LC. Yeah, man. Hey, the point is he got 10% better every single game. DJ didn't. DJ was very up and down. DJ had about 3 or 4 good games that you can really name. Other than that, it was 1 touchdown, 2 pick, 3 pick performances. He had a big game against the Bucs. He had a big game against Arizona, a big game against our secondary, which was a 3rd string secondary. So he had really 3 or 4 good games that he can really hang his hat on. Other than that, he was terrible. Yeah, Fisk is my guy, y'all. He's my guy. You know, we already have NFC East battles. You know, my man Juan Gotti talking sports said he can't handle the heat. Yeah, you know what it is. I got home court advantage right now. We taking care of business right now. We taking care of business. You know, we're not gonna let these Giants fans get up out of here easy, man. I'm telling you. Let's see here. Somebody said something funny. Ross Smart. Yeah, Chase Train better than Danny Donzer. You already know. Chase Young not playing around. We already know what's going to happen. But yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to play the Giants this year. If football happens, yeah, well, I am going to ask him about that. That's one of my questions I got. Because Judge Judy ain't got nothing on Ron Rivera right now. He ain't got nothing on Ron Rivera. So that is one of the questions. Just stay tuned. Hashtag stay tuned. Stay tuned. I'm telling you. So I got some more of my sleeve right now. We haven't even got into what else I want to do. There's some other things that I definitely want to bring up. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. I'm telling you. Juice Alert said Daniel Jones is a good quarterback, but I think Dwayne Haskins will eventually surpass him. Yeah, he will. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And Dwayne Haskins has a lot of potential. There's a lot of potential. You got Ron Rivera coming in. He's got Terry McLaurin, some other help, Steve Sims. So Dwayne Haskins is going to be really good. He's got potential, man. He threw 50 touchdowns in college, and it wasn't a fluke. So he can definitely bring that to the NFL. He's got the arm talent. You see him working out. He lost 10 pounds. He's more dynamic, more mobile. I can't wait to see Dwayne Haskins go out there and play. My guy Potato said last 2 weeks Haskins' QBR was 122, 143, and Jones went 132 against the Redskins. Haskins had the best game as a rookie. Yeah, that's facts. He did. That's facts. He did. Mike Moran, you're a Giants fan and you're talking stuff. The Giants, y'all had the second pick of the draft. You had the fourth pick of the draft this year. You picked Saquon. You picked Daniel Jones. So your record the last 3 years has been awful too. Yeah, Jacob. Shout out to my man Jacob. He says Giants have a special teams coordinator as a head coach. Y'all need to. Yeah, they got Judge Judy, man. They got Judge Judy. Yeah, they got Judge Judy compared to Ron Rivera. So it's going to be another Bob McAdoo. It's going to be another Bob McAdoo, another Pat Shurmur. He's going to be fired again. Shout out to my man Andrew Oliveira. He said, LOL to Danny Fumbles. It's going to be another firing after 1 or 2 years. He's going to get fired. It's the same thing with the Giants every 2 or 3 years. Every 2 or 3 years. Yeah, we both been bad. Sergio 7 said, yeah, Giants act like they're so much better. Yeah, we both been pretty bad. But like I said, the future is bright for the Washington Redskins. Rico, yeah, I'll ask him that. I'll definitely ask him that for real. Because we already know it's going to be double digits. That's easy. It's going to be double digits fumbles real easy. He step out there, he's going to fumble 10 pounds of muscle. That don't mean nothing to me. He got bubble muscle. He got beach muscle. That's it. He's still going to fumble. Noah said, yep, Gettleman is done soon. Yeah, I could see David Gettleman being fired. I think they're going to clean house. They're going to clean house. And they brought losers. They brought loser Jason Garrett in. I see them cleaning house after this year. I see them going 5-11. I see them going 5-11, 6-10. I think they're going to clean house after this year. David Gettleman said if they don't make the playoffs or make a push, then he wants to clean house. So that's their – Judge Judy's he's already on the hot seat. No games played. He's already on the hot seat. Already on the hot seat. Shout out my man Skins fan all day. He's a channel member. That's my guy. He said we about to get Antonio Brown and Josh Gordon. I don't see us getting it would be crazy. I did see Dwayne Haskins working out with Antonio Brown. I did see him working out with T.O. I did see him Kenny Man Ferguson got the old flip phone ringtone.
That man could work out with God and still suck. Nah. Who he working out with.
Yeah, I see Danny working out with some bums. I saw an Instagram video of that. Because
Danny is Goku. He elevate everybody.
Nah, but I don't see us getting Antonio Brown. I don't think did you want if Antonio Brown is available, would you pick up Antonio Brown or Josh Gordon?
Me?
Yeah.
You asking me or what's gonna happen?
I'm asking you. And then
I signed Antonio Brown today. Josh Gordon is washed. Okay. But Antonio Brown in a heartbeat. Because he'll speed up Daniel Jones' development.
Okay. So I mean Antonio Brown, you think he would stay out of trouble though?
Oh yeah. Antonio Brown on the field is fine. Mm-hmm. On the field, he's fine. He's just one of those dudes that just like I put it to you this way, right? And this is the best way I can sum it up to you. You a grown man, right?
Yeah, you already know. I just had a B-Day the other day.
And I'm a grown man, right? Mm-hmm. If I sunned you every day in practice, would you like me?
Nah.
All right, then. This dude, Big Ben, was trying to, because even Le'Veon Bell said the same thing Antonio Brown did. The dude, Big Ben, was better than everybody. He blamed everybody for all his mistakes. Nothing was ever his fault, and he thought he was a deity. And then the front office, the GM even came out and basically validated Big Ben by saying, "It's Big Ben. We depend on him to keep these children in line." Remember that comment?
About owner.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is, I don't fault Antonio Brown for Pittsburgh. Now, when he got to Oakland, he was bugging. He was bugging over the helmet. Can't defend that.
Mm-hmm.
When he got to New England, he shouldn't have sent that girl a text. Period. Point blank. End of discussion.
But
So
Antonio, don't sorry to cut you off. Don't forget about the frozen feet thing and him calling the owner the racial slur. Remember that?
Yeah, good point. Okay, yeah, I can't defend Oakland. Can't defend Oakland. Oakland was bad. That was Oakland was. I even threw him in the firing range twice that week. Matter of fact, because he was ruining my fantasy teams. Had a lot of Antonio Brown last year, so I was actually mad about the Oakland situation. The New England situation, he didn't have to text that girl in the group chat. So I mean, at the end of the day, I don't fault him for Pittsburgh, but Oakland, New England, he just should have known better. He a grown man.
That's right.
But on the field, he's worth it. It's the T.O. situation. Yeah, there might be a headache, but on the field, they're worth it.
Yeah, I wouldn't bring in AB for the Redskins just because I don't think it would work out well.
No, your guy needs him. Yeah, your guy needs him because here's the thing. What Antonio Brown is one of those wide receivers that can make a quarterback look better. So Haskins, right? Mm-hmm. Haskins gets a year of AB. The greatness he's gonna put, the greatness he accomplishes with Antonio Brown will give him the confidence to be a better quarterback towards Terry McLaurin. Antonio Gandy I'm just gonna call him ACC, whatever.
ACC,
yeah. That confidence he gets because what happens is it's like, okay, if I can do this with Antonio Brown, I can do it with McLaurin. It gives you a certain confidence. Once Haskins or even Daniel Jones, whatever the case is, once you experience that greatness, once you do it, even though it's with a great player, once you do it once, you got the confidence to do it again. You see, right now, Haskins, unlike Daniel Jones, and I'm not trying to take shots. I'm just being objective here. Unlike Daniel Jones, who's had 4 and 5 touchdown performances, Haskins didn't have a game like that last year in the pros. So he don't know what it feels like. He don't know if he can do it yet. He think he could do it, but he hasn't actually done it yet. So what I'm trying to say is having somebody like an Antonio Brown to elevate his performance will boost his confidence, which in turn will boost his play. So I think y'all are already a basket case locker room just like mine anyway. Bringing in Antonio Brown ain't gonna hurt. Just throwing it out there. My locker room full of thugs. Your locker room full of thugs. Bringing in a head case ain't gonna hurt. We're not saints.
Yeah, it's just Ron Rivera because he's different. You know how he is. But he did have Cam. Not Cam Newton wasn't like Cam Newton did have some of his time. You know, getting in trouble with not a little bit. Not as much as AB. But, you know, Ron probably would be able to handle AB, but I just don't want to deal with it because AB's done so much with going live with Mike Tomlin in the playoffs. Going on.
Yeah, that was bad too. Yeah, that was bad too.
So he's just done a lot. Going to Juju Smith-Schuster on Twitter and other stuff.
Juju's fault, but go ahead.
But yeah, AB, he's got a lot. And then he's probably going to get suspended when he comes back. I see for the truck driver incident. I think, and some of the conduct detrimental to the NFL too, saying, what did he say to Robert Kraft? He said something crazy to Robert Kraft. So I think he's got.
He said another racial slur to Robert Kraft too. Called him the same word he called the dude, Mike Mayock. Called him the same word.
So I got like five game suspension when he comes back. If we play 16 games, I think they might reduce the games for real. But if we have a 16 game season, then I think they probably get like a 5 game suspension.
So peep game, right?
Mm-hmm.
You disrespected one of my favorite coaches. I like Jay Gruden. I thought Jay Gruden. Mm-hmm. I didn't like the way he did RG3. I thought that was wrong. But Snyder let it happen. So what are you gonna do? Mm-hmm. But I like Jay Gruden. I think Jay Gruden's a pretty good coach. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're not gonna want to hear this, Ed, but I'm gonna give you your medicine. All right. Ron Rivera stinks. Mm-hmm. Okay. I live in North Carolina. I've lived in North Carolina a very long time. I've seen every game that Ron Rivera's coached in Carolina. I've watched more Panther games than Giants games. The guy stinks. This is the type of head coach
You
that
said
will,
who? You said who stinks?
Ron Rivera. This is the kind of
That's not what you said in your video though. Remember that.
no. I wanted him as the defensive coordinator because me and Entertainer did a podcast on it. All right, and Entertainer wanted him as a head coach, and I said, Chris, he stinks as a head coach. He can be a defensive coordinator. He'll bring discipline, but he stinks as a head coach.
But you said, but hold on, in your video, you said he made the playoffs 4 times out of 8 years, which was 4 more times than what y'all did in the last 10 years. So you was hyping up Ron Rivera in your video, though. You said he
as a defensive coordinator.
He did a great job. So
as a defensive coordinator, not as the head coach. He is not a good head coach. Listen, his offensive, he has no offensive IQ at all. He has no freaking, he can't manage the clock at all. This is the type of coach that punts on the 50, but then passes on a field goal on the 32-yard line to go for like a quarterback blast with Cam Newton on like 4 for 5. He tries so hard to live up to his Riverboat Ron nickname that is detrimental to the team. He's a bad head coach. He's never had 2 straight winning seasons.
But he won Coach of the Year twice. How is he a bad coach? And he went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but he won. He went to the playoffs 3 times in 9 years. No, he had a winning record because one of the years he made the playoffs, he had a losing record because the NFC North, the South was just terrible there. I think he went to the playoffs of like 6 or 7 wins one year. Yeah, he was like 6, 8, and 1. Yeah, he went to the playoffs as like 6, 8, and 1.
He went 12-4, and he went 11-5. He's had multiple winning seasons with
that's 3 out of 9. Ed, he has. All right. Oh, so here's the thing, Ed. Out of those 9 seasons, right? Out of the 3 seasons, he won 10 plus games. He couldn't even win 8 games any other season. So 6 out of 9 seasons, he couldn't win at least 8 games. He was a 4 to 7 win head coach every year, but those 3 seasons.
But Ron's probably triple to double the win total of Bob McAdoo and Pat Shermer and all those guys. I mean, Ron Rivera's got it done every year.
Cam Newton got it done, Ed. Cam got it done.
They worked together and drafted him. He was the number 1 pick, but don't forget about that defense. Luke Kuechly, Thomas.
No complaints to the defense. I ain't saying nothing about the defense. I'm just saying he's one of those. He's Rex Ryan, Ed. Your offense is going to be garbage. Your offense is going to be garbage. Your defense will be fine. Not gonna say nothing about the defense. Ron Rivera, Jack Del Rio, your defense gonna be fine. Offensively, especially with that quarterback, good luck. Nah. He's horrible on offense. Horrible.
I mean, he was lighting y'all up. He went 11 for 11. He got hurt. So I mean, he got Dwayne Haskins, and you know he was. And
you gotta stop this, bro. He played a quarter and a half. You gotta stop this, bro.
I mean, this is what he could do. Like I said before he got hurt, Haskins was getting it in before he got hurt. But Ron Rivera is a legitimate coach. Shout out to Hakeem Delph. Thank you for the donation. He said, "I'm a Panthers fan. Ron Rivera is not a good defensive coordinator either." You're delusional too, Hakeem. Y'all are crazy.
Luke Kuechly, good point. I forgot about Luke. Luke was good point. Luke Kuechly was definitely.
But he put Luke in the right spot. He knows how to work and get those linebackers in the right position. There's teams with good players but terrible coaches and defensive coordinators. So he got Luke in those right spots.
Ed, your Redskins. You don't want to hear this, Ed, but Jay Gruden's record was just as good as Ron Rivera's record. If you take out them 3 good seasons, Jay Gruden's record with the Redskins is every bit as good as Rivera's.
But you got to take out 3 seasons.
Take out those, because Jay Gruden never had Cam Newton. So that's not fair. Jay Gruden never had a Cam Newton.
But he had RG3, which he did. RG3.
No, that was Shanahan. Shanahan had RG3.
No, Jay Gruden got. Jay Gruden
didn't start him though. Remember, he benched him.
He started a few games. Yeah, he started a few games. Then he benched him.
Not for Jay Gruden.
Jay Gruden can't even sniff Ron Rivera's jockstrap. There's just
wow, you gonna eat them words. You gonna eat those words.
He's an assistant coach with the Jaguars, and the Jaguars that staff is about to get cleaned out.
Good for Minshew though. He'll have that offense looking good though. Good for Minshew. It'll help out Minshew.
And then they'll probably draft Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields in the following season. It's probably going to be terrible. But
I won't argue that. No arguments from here. I won't argue that.
Ron Rivera is a legitimate. He won Coach of the Year twice. He probably can just go to the Hall of Fame off of that already. Coach of the Year twice, went to the Super Bowl. Helped develop Cam Newton. Cam Newton to coach. Coaching Cam Newton is not the easiest thing in the world.
Cam's not a bad guy though. You act like Cam got trouble. You act like he Big Ben.
He's not. No, he's not a bad guy, but he's a different personality. You see the way he types on Instagram, the way he acts.
Yeah, he be bugging with the font. I hate the way he types. Oh my gosh.
Cam Newton is not he has a huge ego. He's not the easiest guy to coach up. I'll say that. You know, to get along with that person. I don't know how him and Bill Belichick are going to, you know, coexist. It's two different cultures and personalities. That is going to be very interesting. I'll say that. But Ron Rivera sat out Cam Newton for a half. You know, didn't have him start because of a tie. And, you know, things like that, that's something that Dwayne Haskins definitely will need.
And before I rag on Ron Rivera dealing with Haskins, who's this dude? Hey, yo, Kenny Man Fitness. Yo, you ugly, bro. I'll take your girl, bro. Don't worry about what I look like. All right, see, I really ain't been looking at these comments too much. With this Kenny Man Fitness out here bumping his gums. I'll take your girlfriend. I'll let the mother ride Space Mountain, bro. I'll put something in your mother. You be calling me your daddy real soon. Don't play with me, bro. Over here talking greasy. Huh? Kenny Man Fitness over here talking greasy. I'll put 6 in your 6-pack. Don't play with me. But anyway, check this out.
Kenny.
Huh?
Yeah, that's my guy Kenny, but go ahead.
Yeah, Kenny. Anyway, let me move on from Kenny. Because you know me, once I start ranting, I don't stop. But look, I like to see how Ron Rivera gonna handle Dwayne Haskins stinking up the joint and taking selfies. Because here's the thing. Ron Rivera's never had to worry about his offense because it was Cam Newton the bus. Cam, 4th and 7, please take this quarterback power 8 yards. Cam, I need you to go beat Peyton Manning with freaking Ted Ginn and Philly Brown. It was Cam. Cam, I know you just got into a car accident last week, but can you please come back and start this game because we stink without you? It was Cam. And then this dude, Ron Rivera, never had Cam's back for nothing. Nothing. He never, ever gave one shining endorsement to Cam Newton. Ever. That's what irks me about Ron Rivera. You owe your whole career to Cam. Because guess what, Ron? Had you got to Carolina with Jimmy Clausen and Jake Delhomme, you would have got fired 2 years into your tenure. If it wasn't for Cam Newton, Ron Rivera wouldn't be the Redskins head coach. Period. Just like John Fox wouldn't have got that job in Chicago if it wasn't for Peyton Manning dragging him to a Super Bowl. The same way freaking Jim Caldwell wouldn't have got a job in Detroit if it wasn't for Peyton Manning dragging him to a Super Bowl. Quarterbacks make these coaches. It ain't the other way around. Every now and again, you get a Bill Belichick. That's cool. Every now and again, you get a great head coach like that. But for the most part, you think Mike McCarthy made Aaron Rodgers? No, it don't work like that. The same. Go ahead.
That's a big, but you can talk about Andy Reid. Andy Reid definitely developed Pat Mahomes. Everywhere Andy Reid, he gets a decent. He gets the best. I'll say he gets the best out of his QB.
Yeah, but he's an exception though. Andy Reid is an exception.
But like I was saying before, Cam Newton's not the easiest guy to coach up. I'm telling you, he was the first pick of the draft. And when they brought in Kyle Allen last year, he actually won a few games. They were like 5-5 or something like that. They was talking about Kyle Allen might take Cam Newton's spot and whatnot.
And then he played good. Then he played good teams. And then the Panthers had to play good teams. And Ron Rivera got fired like 5 games later. He didn't even finish the season.
That's because the owner is dumb. The Panthers are going to be bad.
I would agree with that. He came from Pittsburgh. He was the co-owner in Pittsburgh or something, and then they gave him the Panther team. So, yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So yeah. But I want you – my question for you, I want you to rank the coach. And we'll get to Judge Judy because there's nothing to
Man, watch your mouth.
There's nothing to speak of.
Your mouth.
You didn't even like to hire yourself. I remember when you didn't even like to hire yourself for it.
Judge Judy be better than Ron Rivera. Go ahead.
Nah, there's no way.
You're gonna learn the hard way, Ed. I'm trying to warn you, bro. You're gonna learn the hard way.
You know the Belichick coaching tree does not do well.
What you mean? Come
on now.
Who's the king of the South? And who's the king of the South?
Mike Vrabel, and that's probably it.
No. The king of the South is the man with the man who traded Hopkins, Bill O'Brien. Bill O'Brien, the king of the South.
Is terrible.
He done won that division like 5 times, bro.
Has he? What'd you say?
He done won that division like 5 times, bro. He the king of the South. Mike Vrabel didn't do too shabby. Brian Flores in Miami turned that franchise around because they were trying to tank. and he still started winning games.
I give Brian his credit, but 5 wins, come on now. I can't.
On a team that was trying to tank, though. They were trying to tank for Tua. Now, granted, they ended up getting him anyway, but they were trying to tank for that number 1 pick.
Right, yeah,
they traded their whole team in the preseason. Not in February, not March. They waited to the preseason to trade all their good players.
Yeah, they had to sit Josh Rosen. If they kept playing Josh Rosen, they probably would have won 1-15, 2-14. If they would have kept playing him. But they switched up Ryan Fitzpatrick. Matt Patricia struggling. Josh McDaniels got fired. He actually got caught cheating with Denver. So Joe Judge, he might start cheating with y'all. He might get y'all.
I hope he do cheat. Good, cheat. I'll cheat, please, cheat.
Y'all need it. Y'all
You said that like it's a bad thing. If cheating could get me to 9 Super Bowls, I'll take it. That's cool. They ain't taking no trophies from us.
Yeah, the thing is y'all get caught. But the question I have for you, I wanted you to rank. I always want to hear your opinion. How do you rank the NFC East coaching staff right now?
How do I rank the coaching staff?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the best one is in Dallas. That's not.
You think so?
Yeah, because the thing with Dallas is Mike. All right, let me just say something. I don't want to go on a tangent, so I'm gonna try and keep this short.
Mm-hmm.
Dak is going to be an animal next season. Mike McCarthy with that offense is going to make Dak look like Aaron Rodgers from like 5 years ago. Watch. Dak is threw for 4,900 yards last year. Now you give him CeeDee Lamb and an offense that's going to spread the ball instead of trying to run it with Zeke all the time. Dak is going to be an animal next year. So I'm just going to go ahead and say I'm trying to be a little nice to Dak this offseason because I know he's going to be an animal next year. Mike McCarthy and that staff, A1. Then I'm going to go with the Giants. I think the Giants are the second best staff because I believe that Joe Judge, he's not the best head coach. Look, the best head coach in the division is Mike McCarthy, then Doug Peterson, then Ron Rivera, and then Joe Judge. Because Joe Judge is a rookie, we don't know. But you're talking about staffs here. I don't like Philadelphia's staff. I don't think their staff is that good. I think Philadelphia is very overrated. That defense is not that good. And that offense, Carson Wentz had the most overrated 5 games I've ever seen in my life. Miles Sanders is pretty good. He had 2 great tight ends. Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert ain't that bad. I watched Tom Brady win 13, 14 games with 2 tight ends and a running back, so it could be done. So these Eagle fans act like because he didn't have that many good receivers, he didn't have 2 great tight ends and a running back and one of the best lines of football. I'm not crying for Carson Wentz. But if you want to talk about staffs, we got the Cowboys offensive staff from last year, which is pretty good because Dak put up some good numbers. And we have Green Bay's old defensive coordinator and the defensive coordinator from Miami last year. That same defensive coordinator that turned that Dolphins defense around last year, we got him. And he was pretty good in Green Bay a couple years ago. So I think the Giants staff is pretty good. The Eagles got Schwartz. But I'm going to put some respect on Doug Peterson's name. They got Schwartz. I'll put some respect on Doug Peterson's name. And then 4th would be the Redskins because I like Del Rio, but Ron Rivera and Del Rio are only good for defense. Your offense is going to be bad. Who's going to save your offense? Don't say Turner. Please don't say him.
Scott Turner. You saw what he did with Christian McCaffrey. You saw what he did with Kyle Allen last year.
Do you have Christian McCaffrey on your team?
We got Darius Geis, AP. We got a lot of running backs. We got Antonio.
How many games do you think Darius Geis gonna play?
I'm being optimistic. I'm gonna say at least 10. I'm gonna go out.
Okay, you said okay. You sound like me with Evan Ingram. I'll be happy to get 7 from Ingram.
Yeah, Ingram. Yeah. Darius Geis is tough. That's why we drafted Antonio Gibson. We got him. We got hopefully Bryce Love can play from out of Stanford. A lot of people sleeping on him. He should be ready for the season. So we got like 5 running backs. Just Ron went crazy on running backs just in case. But your coaching list, I can't agree with that list.
I mean, Dallas, Giants, Eagles, Redskins. How would you order it?
I would say Giants last because it's a new coach. It's a special teams coordinator. I know John Harbaugh, but you just and Jason Garrett. He might be a good offense coordinator, but you saw what he did with Dallas, clapping his hands. He just doesn't.
And don't forget Colombo. We got one of the best offensive line coaches in the league in Colombo. You remember we're talking the staff, Ed, not just the head coach. It was on the staff.
The staff, okay, I got y'all. I might put y'all at 3, but you're still probably at the bottom. Eagles. I give the Cowboys. They might be number 2 because of Mike. Mike is, he won a Super Bowl. I give him that. 3 and 4 is between you and the Eagles right now.
So wait a minute. Where the Redskins at? Where the cockroaches at? Hold up.
Oh no, y'all the cockroaches, but y'all the Smurfs. But we Jack Del Rio is a winning head coach. You saw what he did with the Raiders. You saw what he did with the Jaguars back in the day. He was a hell of a defensive coordinator for the Broncos. So and Jack was a great assistant coach with the Ravens, who won a Super Bowl. So everywhere Jack goes, wins follow, or wins come wherever Jack goes.
You really want to go that route? Because technically, I got the winningest coach in the entire division besides Mike McCarthy and Jason Garrett. If you really want to take it there,
look at the totem pole of the coaching. We're talking about a special teams coordinator. We're talking about a defensive coordinator and a head coach in Jack Del Rio. We're talking about a head coach in Ron Rivera. So I mean, you got to look at the totem pole. And no disrespect to special teams, but that compared to a defensive coordinator is like.
I'm just saying, Jason Garrett, if you want to rank all the head coaches, if you say, okay, let's just rank every head coach in the division, Jason Garrett's the second best coach in the division. Behind it'd be Mike McCarthy, Doug Peterson, and then Jason Garrett. If you just want to rank all the head coaches, Jason Garrett's a better coach than Ron Rivera.
Oh, heck no. And I know you don't believe that. Come on now.
Oh, I believe that wholeheartedly.
All that loss, losing.
Jason Garrett floors 8 wins. What you talking about?
You said Jason
Garrett floors 8 wins.
I mean, that's fine, but if you're going to go to the playoffs and choke in the first round, it doesn't matter.
What did Ron Rivera do outside of one Super Bowl run with Cam? Choked in the first round.
They got to the first round. They went to the Super Bowl. That's anything better than Jason Garrett could even think about doing.
I don't know. At least Jason Garrett was rarely under 500. Jason Garrett had like one season under 500, if that. I don't even know if he had one season. He had one season under 500.
I mean, if you have Romo, Terrell Owens, and freaking Marion Barber, you better win.
Okay. He had Dak Bortles. He was winning more games with Dak Bortles than Rivera was winning with Cam.
Yeah, he still had Zeke and Dez Bryant. I mean, that team was tailor made to
McCaffrey, Luke Kuechly.
Yeah, but Cam Newton was slowly deteriorating. He was. That's why I don't see him doing that great. I see him going 8-8 with the Patriots because Cam had a lot of injuries, so he was slowly deteriorating. His body was slowly. But the Jason Garrett is just a bum. I mean, come on now. You had all that talent. You had Dez Bryant. You had Zeke Elliott. You had an offensive line is probably one of the better offensive lines in the league, top 5 offensive line, Tyron Smith, and you still lose at home to the Packers, and then you still lose. They lost to your Giants back with T.O. when it was 12-4, 13-3. They were supposed
we won a Super Bowl that year. We was nice that year.
Yeah. Shout out my man Jacob for the donation. He said, "Bro, Giants fans are clowns."
Coming from a fan of a franchise that's had 10, they've had 5 10-win seasons in 30 years. In 30 years, you have 5 10-win seasons. And we're the clowns? How many Super Bowls you got in 30 years? My team got 3. How many yours got?
Oh, in 30 years?
In 30 years. How many Super Bowls?
Super Bowls as a franchise, we got 3, which is a lot better than a lot of teams.
But you got 1 in 30 years. Now my Giants we've been to 4 and 1-3 in 30 years.
That's cool. We got 3 Super Bowls. Y'all got 5? So we're really not that far behind. We got 3 Super Bowls in our franchise. The Eagles only got 1. So I mean, they still trying to catch up.
Look, all I'm trying to say is this. I'm a fair guy. I'm very fair. All right. I am. You know why I'm so offended by the Cockroach Nation? You know why I'm so offended by y'all? Because y'all have no right to talk to a Giants fan the way y'all do. Y'all don't. It'd be one thing. The Eagles and Cow. If you were the Eagles and you smack my Giants 2 times a year and you 2 years removed from a Super Bowl and you want to talk, fine. But when you were the Redskins, all right, Cockroach Nation, because it's offensive to my Native American people, all my Pocahontas beauties out there. It's offensive to y'all to call them the Redskins. All right, it's offensive.
Hold on. Coming from the Smurf Nation, y'all been bad for years, but I'm gonna let you finish though.
No, it's offensive. So what I'm trying to say is, y'all are like the Browns of the NFC. I mean, y'all are garbage.
No, we ain't
been garbage forever. At least the Giants go to the Super Bowl. We go to multiple Super Bowls a decade. We have multiple winning seasons. It's just like we're just better than y'all. We had 3 bad years. 3. That's it. Y'all been bad forever. We've had 3 bad years.
Oh, y'all been bad for a little while.
But can I ask you a question, Ed? How much better have y'all been in these 3 years that my Giants have been bad?
We went before Alex Smith broke his leg. We were going to go to the playoffs. So that was our year. Y'all went 3-13 that year?
No, false. That's a lie, Ed. That's a lie. Ain't that the year the Eagles won a Super Bowl? The year Alex Smith broke his leg? Eagles went 13-3 that year. So what you mean?
No. They I don't think they didn't win that year because it was 2018. They won in 2017. So 2018, that's when Alex Smith broke his leg. That was the second time that Nick Foles came in, and Nick Foles, they lost to the Saints in 2018. But no, we beat y'all in y'all house 20-17. We took care of y'all. We had 8 sacks. We sacked Eli 8 times that game. Took care of business, and we took y'all, ran up in y'all house, did whatever we felt like doing in New York with Alex Smith.
Did you go to the playoffs, Ed?
Alex Smith broke his leg. I mean, we had Mark Sanchez. You know, what could we do? You know, we had probably the worst quarterback.
And why did you have Alex Smith, Ed?
Why do we have Alex Smith?
Yeah, why did you have Alex Smith?
Because they traded away. No, they gave up on Kirk Cousins.
And where did Kirk Cousins go the year that Alex Smith broke his leg, Ed?
He went to the Vikings. They didn't make the playoffs.
But let me ask you a question. Do you think, who would you rather have right now today, Kirk Cousins or Dwayne Haskins?
You gotta give Dwayne some time. You gotta give him some time. Time will tell. Dwayne has more potential than Kirk Cousins. He has more potential than Kirk Cousins. That's a fact.
Okay.
Because Kirk is a stat pattern. We've seen it. Redskins, we've seen it up front. And
I hear that a lot from y'all. I'm not gonna argue Redskins fans with the stat pattern. I've heard it so much from Redskins fans. I'm just gonna take your word for it that he's a stat pattern because y'all all say that. So I'll take y'all word for it on now.
But y'all history has been bad recently too. Ever since y'all won the Super Bowl, went down. Ever since Odell went on a boat.
Yeah, that's 3 years ago. That's what I'm saying. So for 3 seasons, we've been bad. But in those 3 seasons, we've built our franchise. You see, y'all have yet to rebuild your franchise. See, my Giants got the best running back of football. We got the future best quarterback of football and a great left tackle in those 3 seasons. What has your team done? Nothing. But you still got a franchise quarterback. Your offensive skill positions are garbage. You have no tight end. You have no running back.
What are
your wide receiver second year? I'm just saying.
But do you like your wide receiver core? Because you said yourself you don't even like your wide receiver core.
Because I know they won't be. All right. Let me clarify my wide receiver core comment. Let me clarify.
Because if Evan Ingram's one concussion away from being like Jordan Reed.
I don't care about Evan Ingram because Caden Smith played better. I would prefer we start Cade. Listen, you give me a 5th round pick for Evan Ingram right now, I'll take it. I don't even want Evan Ingram on the roster. He's a waste of my time. I would prefer we just start Caden Smith call today. But when we're healthy, I'm fine with Slayton and Shepard when they're healthy. Shepard is just a concussion away from retiring, and Golden Tate is a corpse. But this undrafted free agent, Benjamin Victor and Austin Mack, the 2 dudes from Ohio State who had to suffer through Troy Ave. I think both of them make the roster, and I think Benjamin Victor will be starting outside of Slayton by the end of the year.
And you said suffer for Troy Ave who threw 50 touchdowns and 8 picks? That's suffering?
Yeah, but most of that went to McLaurin and
it went to Paris Campbell and everything.
Yeah, it went to those dudes.
But everybody ate. Everybody eats, B. I'm telling you, everybody.
Yeah, you know what? You know who else threw 50 touchdowns in college and was a bust in real life? Sam Bradford. Sam Bradford threw 50 touchdowns. He was a bust in the NFL. So the 50 touchdowns don't mean nothing.
He wasn't that bad, but in the Big Ten, that's legit though. But Sam Bradford wasn't that bad. And Ohio State has good quarterbacks. Nobody else has done like JT Barrett never did that. Cardell Jones never did that. Troy Smith never did that. So he ran it up for 1 year at Ohio State. He did some big things. I'm gonna get to the donations real quick. Shout out to AJ Souls for the donation. He said kick rocks, Giants are trash. Regine Hawkins the second. Thank you for the donation. He said that going for 2 at Detroit still leaves a bad taste in my mouth to this day.
Riverboat Ron at his finest regime. Riverboat Ron.
Gotta take chances, man. I know Bob McAdoo and your previous coach made mistakes too. But Sonny Rosen, thank you for the donation. He said, your hate for the Redskins clouds your analysis. Much respect to both of you. Thank you for the content we've been building. Terry is better than Slayton. Thank you for the donation, Sonny. Thank you for the donation, Christian Lewis. He said, you wanted Ron, Chase, and Dwayne. True clown.
Hold on, time out.
That too. We're going to
address your comment section real quick.
We're going to get to that.
Let me address your comment section. Number one, I think Dallas is going to win 12 or 13 games, and I hate the Cowboys too. So don't think me hating people clouds my judgment, because it's the furthest thing from the truth. So I think although my Giants win 10 games, I don't think we win the division, because I think Dallas is going to win 12 or 13 games. I'm very scared of the Cowboys next season. I just want to make that abundantly clear. Second, Christian Lewis. I said Ron is a defensive coordinator, and as far as Chase Young goes, yeah, I wanted Chase Young. Duh, we still ain't got no pass rush. But and I never wanted Dwayne Haskins. No. That's a bold-faced lie. I said anybody but Dwayne Haskins. I didn't want a black dude who couldn't run. I thought he was going to be Byron Leftwich. I never liked Dwayne Haskins. Never. He's entitled. He pouts too much. I don't like his work ethic. I don't like nothing about Dwayne Haskins.
Like his work ethic. When he lost 10 pounds, he's been working hard this whole offseason. He's been getting
yeah, this offseason. But what about going in the last offseason when he pouted that he wasn't going to start over Case Keenum? Remember them reports? He couldn't beat out Case Keenum, and he pouted. He went into the Redskins offseason last year feeling entitled.
It was a biased head coach who didn't want him. You know the situation.
Excuses, though.
It's not an excuse. It's fact. That's why he got fired. The reports came out. All the reports came out. But he's gone. Dwayne Haskins lost 10 pounds. He's working hard. He's getting it in. He's going to be ready next year.
Yeah, like I said, all those are ifs. I'm talking about what happened. So I didn't want him. I didn't want him. I didn't. I wanted anybody but him. I said, take Drew Lock, take Daniel Jones. I did not want Haskins. I didn't like him in college. As far as Chase Young goes, yes, I wanted Chase Young. Who the heck wouldn't want Chase Young? But at the end of the day, he got drafted to the Redskins, so RIP. Because franchises make players, and he got drafted to a horrible franchise, period. So God bless him.
But it's a whole different culture now. We got Ron Rivera and Jack Del Rio, so it's a whole different culture. Dwayne's going to prove a lot of people wrong. But yeah, back to your statement about the Giants. Y'all were 6-10 before that playoff season. Y'all had 6-10, 6-10, 7-9. So y'all was trash those 2 years before. Y'all been trash ever since the Super Bowls. Y'all really been trash. Ever since Plaxico shot himself in the leg.
Say that one more time. Ever since the what we've been ever since the what happened? What did we win? We've been trash since we won what?
The Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah. One of those Super Bowls, yeah, must be nice, huh?
Yeah. So we really, like I said, we not that far.
See, man, hold on. See, this is the beauty of me getting my new laptop today. See, I can multitask now. See, now I get to see. Since you want to talk about records, I get to bring up my favorite stats, because don't nothing make me laugh more than looking at the Redskins stats. These win-loss records are hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the flip-flop on Chase Young. The crazy thing is about Chase Young, you said he was going to be a bust. We got to get off in 5 minutes, but you made a video saying Chase Young was going to be a bust.
Yeah, and Redskins, yeah, for Washington, he'll be a bust. He'd have been better off getting drafted to
right there, because you didn't get Chase Young, you didn't get Ron Rivera, so now you make a video saying he's going to be a bust.
You can hold me accountable for Chase Young. I have no excuses for Chase Young. I wanted Chase Young. I was butthurt when we didn't get him. Ron Rivera, I never wanted him. Dwayne Haskins, I never wanted him. Chase Young, I wanted him because we have no pass rush. I was butthurt about Chase Young, yes. But Haskins, stop. And I never wanted Ron Rivera. I said defensive coordinator, Chris the Entertainer, who had no reason to lie, came on Twitter and even said it. I talked him out of wanting Ron Rivera for a head coach.
You got to say it in your video. You didn't say it in your video.
I said
I want Ron Rivera. See, that's the thing. I want Chase Young. Nobody talking about Dwayne Haskins, but you said you wanted Chase Young. You said it Ron Rivera.
No, I wanted Chase Young.
Now you say
I wanted Chase Young.
Terrible, and Chase Young gonna be a bust. That's real bias right there.
No, that's not bias. He's a Redskin. If he went to the Browns, I would have said the same thing. Certain franchises are garbage, bro.
If we went to the Giants, you would say he's the next Lawrence Taylor, right?
Because we're a great franchise. That's how it goes.
Y'all
We can produce that.
Y'all produce so many busts. DeAndre Baker, Eric Flowers.
Answer the question. You got one retired number in your entire franchise history, and you think I'm being biased by saying he gonna bust?
That's because we should have retired Art Monk. We don't retire. I don't know why they don't do that, but we have hella Hall of Fame. We got Art Monk. We got Jeff Boston. We got hella Hall of Famers. Darryl Green. I don't know why they don't retire numbers. They're just weird with that. Sean Taylor's number should be retired, in my opinion, too. They finally retired Bobby Mitchell. So I don't know why they don't retire numbers.
Because I'm just like, when I look up at the rafters, I'm like, dang, where are all the good Redskins players at? Like, oh my gosh, where are you all?
We got hella John Riggins. We got hella Hall of Famers. I don't know why they don't retire jerseys, but that's the whole thing. So I mean, but yeah, your title says Panthers fire Ron Rivera, hire him now, Giants please. So that's
I wanted him as a defensive coordinator. Yeah, oh my gosh, I did a podcast that same week. The Entertainer came on my podcast talking that Ron Rivera crap, and I had to shut it down. I said, Chris, I live in Carolina. He's the only game I get at 1:00 every week. He stinks. Give me him as a defensive coordinator, I'm fine, but he's not a great head coach. Because look, here's what the Entertainer said. Entertainer was like, yo, we got Dave Gettleman. Let's bring in Ron Rivera. He's the opposite of Pat Shurmur. Discipline, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And I said, Chris, he defensive coordinator only. He stinks as a head coach. I wanted Greg Williams or Jay Gruden as my head coach. Point blank period. I wanted Jay Gruden or I wanted Greg Williams. Them the only two dudes I wanted as my head coach. I wanted Greg Williams he's on the Jets, the defensive coordinator on the Jets. I wanted either Greg Williams or I wanted Jay Gruden as my head coach. I did not want Ron Rivera as a head coach. I wanted him as defensive coordinator. I said, give me Jay Gruden or give me Greg Williams. They're the only two head coaches I wanted. Period. You can get me on the Chase Young because God knows I was praying for Chase Young. I'm still mad we beat y'all sorry selves in week 16, to be honest with you. I'm still mad. I'm still mad we beat y'all.
Chess and not checkers. We should have. If we would have went for two before overtime, we would have beat y'all.
I wish I would have. We freaking beat Miami. I don't know why we beat Miami, but anyway, that's the point. The point is this: don't wish Ron Rivera on me because I never said that. Dwayne Haskins, I never wanted him. That's a whole fact. And I never wanted. I wanted Chase Young, but who wouldn't want Chase Young? But at the end of the day,
I don't know if y'all can see this, but this is the facts right here. You say Ron Rivera as head coach and Jay Gruden as offensive coordinator. It's in the comment section. I could pull it up right now.
Wait a minute, hold on. Put that to the screen.
I'm gonna share the screen. We got the receipt.
You screenshot me the DM. Matter of fact, you need to DM me the screenshot.
I can DM. I can definitely DM you the screenshot. But I might as well share the screen real quick for real before we get off because, like I said, I gotta get off. I can only do an hour, but I've stayed on for 17 minutes longer. You know, because I know a lot of people was waiting for this stream. But yeah, we got the receipts on you, bro. I'm telling you, you wanted everything the Redskins.
You know what? Put something on it. You know, enough is enough. Put something on it. What we trying to do? Who gonna win more games, Redskins or the Giants? So let's make this interesting. We got to make this interesting now. What's good? Who gonna win more games?
Redskins gonna win more games.
Okay, so what you want to do? Let's make this interesting. What you want to do?
We don't have to come up with the amount of money right now, but no, you throw out a number, we can definitely put it up.
You know what I'm saying? Something you gonna pay. I don't want you to be uncomfortable.
Yeah, LA, Jay Anderson will do our talking on the field. #ACDR. Thank you for the donation. Philly Talk Pat. I'll get to the donations real quick, and we're gonna get off. And I keep saying 5 minutes. Philly Talk Podcast. Thank you for the donation. He said, "Fly Eagles fly." #ACTR. I see you, bro. Thank you for the donation. The Magician 804 said, "But Joe Judge is, huh?" Actually, dude is laughable. Yeah, Jerry. Judge Judy. Let's see here.
What's your number, Ed? What's your number, Ed? What you want to bet? I already got $100 bet with Tyson because he think Bucks.
Okay.
What's your number? What's your number you comfortable with? I'm comfortable with whatever. What's your number? Because I do it for a living. But what's your number? Something that you don't mind paying. Something you don't mind cash apping the big fist. What's your number?
You said who has a better record?
Yeah, between the Giants and the Redskins. What's your cash app your number? How much you want bet? What?
We can do 100. We can do 100. That's cool. We can do 100. We can do 100. 100.
I'll take that. $100 bet right now. I think the
Good.
Giants have a better record than the Redskins. There we go. And he think that so you got Washington, I got the Giants. $100 bet right here. You got it.
We can do that. We can do it. If there is a season, which I think
16 games. Got to be 16 games. Got to be 16 games.
So before we get off, because we are about to get off right now, this is the last question I want to ask you. Do you think we're going to have a season? And if we do you think it should be in a bubble, or how do you think is going to be no fans, or how do you feel? I know you did a stream about this. I didn't get a chance to check it out.
This is you touched this is a touchy subject with me because a lot of my money, like my livelihood, is tied into the NFL, whether it be YouTube or other things. It's like my whole livelihood is tied into them finishing the season. Mm-hmm. So I'm a little nervous. Now, here's the thing. I am confident that they will start the season. They'll start the season on time. My biggest concern is the COVID getting worse as it gets colder. So November, December is my worry. I don't want them to have to stop the season, pause the season. That's when I get nervous. I think we can get September, October. We'll be fine. We're going to start the season. Everything's going to be fine. Mm-hmm. I'm just worried about the COVID getting worse when it gets cold. Flu season, things of that nature. I'm worried about that. I'm not necessarily worried about starting in September. We will start on time in September. It just November, December, can we finish out?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you think no fans, right?
Oh, no fans. Hey, yeah, we're not gonna have fans in the stand until we get a vaccine.
Okay. And would you think basketball is gonna start?
Yeah. Everything will be fine. Basketball is going to start in December, which they wanted to do anyway. The owners were talking about that a year ago. They wanted to reset the schedule because they want to compete. They're tired of competing with the NFL, so they've been wanting to reset their schedule. But look, the NFL. All right, here's what I'm going to say, Ed, because I know we got to get off. All right, baseball is about to have a full season, and they're going to travel to stadiums. So why can't the NFL do the same, right? Mm-hmm. Basketball is going to play in a bubble. Well, all I'm trying to say is this: at the end of the day, the season will be fine. All right, season will be fine. I just worry about finishing it. September, October will be fine. We just got to finish it. That's all. Season will be fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I believe that. And if you guys can see on the screen before we get out, look at this comment right here by Reggie C. I'm sharing the screen right now. It says Ron Rivera's head coach, Jay Gruden is offensive coordinator. Fisk Vegas 6 months ago said that's a dream scenario right there. Or hell, he can bring over North Turner so Saquon can set records like McCaffrey. Shiggity.
I misread that because I do a lot from my cell phone. And I do a lot from my cell phone, and there is a reason why I got this new laptop. I misread that. You know what I'm saying? Things happen. Big Fisk isn't perfect. He's just as close as you're gonna get to it. Okay, I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? I make mistakes. All right. You know what I'm saying? See, you gonna make me line up the Redskins again just for that. But like I said, mistakes happen. But I look forward to you cash apping me $100.
No, I look forward to you. You can cash.
You don't make a whole video on it too. I'm like, this is Ed Oliver's money. All right, I'm spending Ed Oliver money. I'm gonna do a whole video on how I'm gonna spend your $100.
I'm gonna do the same for you. I'm gonna get a whole bunch of Redskins gear. I might send you something for it.
Listen, Ed, I'm gonna be nice though. Come October, when y'all like 1-7, I'm gonna give you an opt out. I'm gonna be like, look, Ed, just shoot me $50. I'll let you out.
No, I'm gonna do the same thing with you. Yeah, Jay Anderson, we got receipts. We got receipts. Oh, yeah. We got receipts. We got big receipts. I'm gonna go to Ruth Chris. Get a nice. I might do something with a towel or something. You know, it's gonna be good. I'm wearing the same shirt and hat too. I can't wait to see my account. Yeah, you can do Cash App, Venmo. You can do all that. You can probably.
Yo, by the way, before we go, I'm gonna get all y'all emails for the fantasy league, but the only thing is I don't want to do the fantasy draft until like the third week of the preseason because I just want to make sure people are like healthy. But I ain't forgot about the fantasy league. I ain't forgot.
Okay. Yeah, that's a bet. That's a bet. Yeah, that joint should be lit for real.
Yeah, it's gonna be real. I can't wait to do that.
Yeah, but no, I like your confidence in thinking the season starting, because if you look on Twitter, like a lot of people think the season is not going to start and it's going to be canceled and all this other stuff. So it's tough.
Come on, man. You really think the NFL is gonna let Major League Baseball and NBA be playing live sports and they're not? Stop. I tell everybody, close your eyes and picture a world where the National Football League doesn't have a season, but baseball and basketball are playing. Picture that.
Right. No, for real. But Philly Talk Podcast said, Fish, you got a spot open. He asked you a question.
I mean, look, it's really just for YouTubers, but I mean, I don't know if we can fill it. I mean, I don't know. We might have to do like a if we can't fill it up with YouTubers. I don't know. Look. We are like the we like the mafia commission. We take votes. All right, I ain't the boss. All right, we like the mafia commission. So we got to get Bad Dog and Entertainer and Lord Brunson. We got to all get together and vote you in. We the mafia. All right, we the mafia.
Oh yeah, he's legit. We just did a stream together 2 weeks ago, I think.
You got a Oh well, yeah. Well, shoot, if you got a YouTube channel, you got your base and everything, then yeah, you can hop on there.
Yeah, he's legit. Yeah, we'll talk about it off screen. He's legit.
Yeah, that's cool.
But
just keep me posted.
Yeah, but yeah, people, Skins fans, they don't, piss a lot of people off. But a lot of people are mad at me for having Fisk on tonight. But it is what it is. It's all trash talk. Like I said, I don't take anything personal. It's all trash talk. That's what it is. It's the NFC East. We all hate each other. We all don't like each other. So, this is how it goes. So. But
yeah, we could be like Troy Ave and Joe Button trying to fight for $50,000. We could be Troy Ave and Joe Button right now. The real Troy Ave, the real one, all right? Not Haskins.
All right, so appreciate y'all. Peace.
Thanks for having me on, Ed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.